Hey guys, today we're standing inside an ancient temple in India, and here's something really bizarre. Look at the statue. At first glance, you'll notice he has a big belly, but when you look closer, and I mean really closer, this figure begins to tell us a much deeper story. Now, look at his face. Does he look like an old man to you? But what's really strange are his earrings. Take a closer look. What are those things? On his right ear, you can clearly see a scorpion. On his left, is that a frog? Wait, is the frog's left leg attached to the earlobe? Why would anyone wear these animals as earrings? What's the significance of the frog and scorpion in ancient India? There's some deep symbolism hidden in this. And then there is the ornament around his body. Look at the beads. Are those cowrie shells? Even his headband is decorated with cowries. And there's more. You can see feathers attached to it. This is very, very unusual. Now, if we move down to his lower garment, it's highly decorated, almost tribal, with tiny bells attached. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. There's a lizard on each of his thighs. Now, this is not your average house lizard. If you look closely, the lizard on the left has no clear separation between its head and body, and the proportions totally off. It looks more like a skink. The lizard on the right is different. It has a slight separation between the neck and the body, and the legs are thicker. And if you've got really sharp eyesight, you will notice tiny circular patterns all over its body. Now, ask yourself, why would someone go through the trouble of carving two different species of lizards on the thighs of a statue? These aren't small creatures. Which brings us to the big reveal. These lizards suggest the man himself is a giant. I've already shown you how Indians worship lizards in many temples. Reptiles are considered sacred, and ancient texts mention Nagas, the reptile-like beings which were capable of shape-shifting and living amongst humans. But let's go deeper. Look at his face again. Something is off. His features are asymmetrical. His nose and mouth are distorted on one side. In modern medicine, we might call this a craniofacial cleft or hypertelorism, a genetic disorder. But wait, look at the neck. It looks like burn damage. Is this really a birth defect, or did something bad happen to him? Now, let's check the ears again. Don't they look unusually large? Is he human or something else? At first, he just looks like a chubby guy, but if you focus on the belly, you will notice something very strange. A massively bulging belly button. This is not normal. In medical terms, this is called an umbilical hernia. And if you look even closer, you will see a dent or cut-like mark above the bulge. Why do we see this cut here? Think about this. Why would he need a cut here? Today, this is where modern doctors would make an incision to fix umbilical hernia using laparoscopic surgery. Did the ancients perform surgeries just like modern doctors? And now, look at the legs. They're bent unnaturally. This is bone deformity. And check out the knees. The kneecaps are bulging. So, what does all this tell us? This is not just a depiction of a man. This is someone with very specific, very rare medical conditions carved in stone centuries ago. A giant with physical deformities, maybe even survivor of some trauma. How did ancient sculptors know all this? Is this based on a real person? Or is this some kind of ancient symbolism we have completely forgotten? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I am Praveen Mohan. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.